Today, I'm going to be talking about how I'm adapting my business and my life in the face of crisis. All right, guys, so today I'm talking all about crisis, and it's not a sexy topic by any means, but we're all going through it. It's impacting all of us in very different ways. And in the end, behavior has to change. We can't keep doing the same thing we've always done in the face of crisis because you just won't make it through to the other side. And especially in a crisis like this, where it's such a global impact, because it's such a human impact. People are getting sick and losing their lives. It's extremely, extremely sad. We can't just go on with business as usual. So in the face of crisis, the only type of response is to adapt, and not just adapt for the sake of commerce, but adapt for the sake of humanity. How can we save our business so that we can continue paying employees? How can we save our business so that we can continue serving our communities? And how can we adapt our business so that we can continue making an impact, a positive impact on the world at large? So the first area that I'm adapting is in my consulting business, Highrise. This represents the bulk of my income and the bulk of where I spend my time. So in the end, it's been hit the hardest. I have more time here than I've had ever before. And so it allows me to step back and ask myself, how do I help more people? First way I do that is I lower my minimum project fee. Over the years, I've had the luxury of being able to raise that up to a certain point that kept business coming in sustainably, and that kept me focused on projects that were high value. But now when I have more time to spend, I can lower that and I can work with more businesses. That's the first step. Second is in taking on different types of projects. I really, over the years, honed in on search marketing, honed in a little bit on social advertising and content marketing, and all other digital marketing channels that didn't really fit in this very specific mold. I didn't take on. That allowed me to focus, but at the same time, it turned away a lot of potential projects that I could have enjoyed and, most importantly, made an impact with. So I'm opening that all back up, whether it's SEO, paid search, paid social, organic social, email marketing, content, whatever it may be, web design. I'm open to any of it. That's where I have the most fun, is when I play across different channels. And really, when these things work the best is when they're all talking to each other. And you don't just silo someone doing paid social off in the corner and you don't tell them anything about any of the other marketing efforts. So this is going to allow me to have my hands in more projects, in more pieces of the projects, and make an overall bigger impact. The last piece is in the types of businesses that I work with. Over the years, I've really honed in on certain types of businesses, law firms, medical practices, luxury real estate. I know how to make an impact there very easily. Those customer values are really high, so you can charge higher fees for them. But now with more time on my hands, I'm able to kind of strip away those parameters and say, I don't care what kind of business you are. Who are you? Are you a good person? Are you making an impact? What kind of impact do you want to make? And how can I help you do more of it? That's really the lens that I'm viewing all of this through. And so by applying that to Highrise, as I have more time on my hands, as I have this hunger for making an impact on the world, this is the way that I'm going to be doing things moving forward. So if you are in a business, if you own a business and you're trying to increase your digital visibility, your website presence, your social media presence, and overall how you're connecting with your customers, I can help you do that. There's lots of ways that we can figure out to bring your authentic voice out, to create experiences that connect with the people you want to create experiences with, and to ultimately convince them to work with you, to buy your products and services, and to become a customer and to develop that relationship. I'm excited about doing that. So if you are too, definitely let me know. I'm happy to work with you. So the next way that I'm adapting is with a little project that I'm calling Agent Story. This is a side business that I've been building out over the last several months, where I'm providing content and advertising services to top producing luxury real estate agent teams to help build their brand, increase their visibility online, to connect with their audience, and to help sell more homes. This was a premium offering, really starting in the $2,500 to $3,500 a month range, where we're creating video and really elevating their brand through a very strategic series of video and advertising online. This has caused me to reevaluate that concept. There's only a small percentage of that market that is the right fit for that type of model. So now I'm thinking, how do I rework this so that there's a lower barrier to entry? Again, lower price point, so that I can work with more agents, that I can help showcase the personalities and the value proposition that some of these agents have in their communities. People need help. People need trusted advisors. And there's a huge opportunity out there to utilize these digital mediums to bring the voices out of some of these great real estate agents out into their communities to help more people. So really focused on expanding that affordable offering and working with more agents, and also expanding our pilot program. Like I said, this is an early project. We're in the beginning stages. I'm just rolling this out. So I'm starting with a pilot program, which is essentially almost free, extremely highly discounted program where we're running this content and advertising offering on your behalf to show the world what it can do. It's really, really amazing from everything I've seen so far. I'm really excited to work with the right agents to roll it out with. It's not for everybody, that's for sure. But if you're looking to build your brand, if you're a luxury real estate agent here in Southern California or even elsewhere, we can figure out a way to help you. And I'd love to get you involved in this pilot program so that we can start working together. So the third area where I'm adapting my business is with a little something called Hopped LA. Some of you guys may know of this business. It's probably the most visible out of everything that I do. But really, when it comes down to it, the crisis has hit this industry very hard. This falls under hospitality, restaurants, bars, breweries. Everybody had to close their doors and to figure out how to change their model to serve their products in a to-go capacity and delivery capacity. So everyone else had to adapt. We're adapting too. The first thing on the top of my mind is, again, how can I make an impact? How can I keep serving? The first answer to that is content. I'm doubling down on the content that we're putting out there, the stories that we're telling, the experiences and programs that are out there right now that breweries are trying to roll out to keep revenue flowing through the door so they don't have to lay off their entire staff and close up shop. So content is where it's at. We want to help tell those stories. We want to help to promote craft beer discovery and enthusiasm in the Los Angeles market. There's still a lot to be enthusiastic about. It's not just sitting at home drinking a beer. We want to figure out how to make it more and more exciting despite the limitations that are currently placed on the market. So content is where that is at. The second thing that I'm doing is I've spent a lot of time over the past few months building out a very full service advertising package for breweries. And I'm pressing pause on that program right now. I mean, we're continuing to serve the breweries that have enrolled in that, but I'm not pushing that anymore because frankly, it doesn't make sense to. It doesn't feel right to. There's not a lot of cash available on the brewery side to be able to deploy to bigger brand marketing efforts. So what I'm doing is I'm rolling out a lower tier, almost self-serve advertising model that is going to give breweries the option to get the word out about some of the announcements and new programs and new beer releases and all the different things that they need to get the word out about. We still want to be that channel for them. So coming up with a new way for breweries to be able to work with us in that capacity that's low cost, low barrier to entry, and allows us to, again, make an impact across a broader spectrum of businesses. There's a lot going on with that business, but the last one I'll talk about now is the reprioritization of our monetization journey. So events have been a huge component of what we do at Hopped LA in terms of event coverage, event promotion, and the big thing that we're working on rolling out for the end of this year is an event series of our own branded events. That may still happen. You never know what's going to happen, but focus has shifted majorly to deprioritize the events side of things and to put some focus on a project that's been on the back burner and that I've been thinking a lot about for the last couple years, and that's a membership program. Being able to deliver a premium experience to the craft beer consumers, those that have a little bit of discretionary income, that value being at the cutting edge of news, updates, conversations, that want to get exclusive merchandise, exclusive experiences, special beers, free stuff. Working on rolling all that out, but that's now going to be a bigger focus of my time, of where we're going with the business. And honestly, I'm really excited about it. Being heavily ad supported never felt very good for me. Being supported by the people, because that's who we serve, feels a lot better. So I'm excited to move more in that direction where we can put together a program that really makes an impact on the craft beer consumer and allows for deeper connections between the consumers and the brewers themselves. So I'm hoping to be able to accomplish that. That's really the main focus of Hopped LA, is to connect those two audiences together in ways that are meaningful. So that's the big focus of Hopped LA right now, and major adaptation for what we've been working on in the short term the past few months and what we're rolling out. So really excited about that. It's really cool. And the final area in which I'm adapting my business model, and it's actually a new thing. There's a project that has been on the back burner since 2003, if you can believe it. Had an idea, bought a domain name, put up a landing page, ran some Facebook ads back in 2013, and then sat on it this entire time. Really wanted to launch this for a while now, and I'm super excited to be able to finally be taking the first steps towards doing it. It's a project that I call Live SFV. It's a lifestyle content site that focuses on helping people discover all the cool stuff that's going on in the San Fernando Valley, discover secrets, help them fall in love with the neighborhoods that are out there and get to know the area, and also integrate a real estate component to it as well, so that we're showing open houses, we're showing available homes, we're curating lists like that, and essentially having a lead gen component for the real estate transaction. So that's the monetization side of it, and that will come at a certain point, but focusing on just building a presence, building a brand, getting content up, that's step number one. And so I'm so excited to be able to do that. And really the big reason for doing that is that in times of crisis like this, the majority of my business is in client services. I'm at the whim of these clients. And so if they can't pay their bills, then I'm the first to go. This allows me to control my own destiny a little bit more, maintain a property that I can control, that I can pivot. Just like with Hopped LA, I'm much more easily able to take a quick pivot and in the short term be able to generate revenue again. Whereas with the marketing services, it's a little bit more difficult. I have to build out an offering, find an audience, and all that stuff. So Live SFV is my opportunity, another playground for me to own, to control, and to control my own destiny, which is so important in times of crisis like this. In the end, a crisis is scary. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to be upset. But a crisis is also an opportunity. It's an opportunity to change. It's an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to come back stronger on the other side. I'm super excited for it. I'm excited to make these changes. I'm excited to adapt and to evolve and to grow. I want to be a part of the comeback story here. I want you guys to be a part of that too. What are you excited about? How are you going to make your impact on the world? Let me know.